Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at Ballantine Season's Greetings Burton Ale. Okay, it says A. Ballantine and Sons, Cold Spring, Minnesota. Alright, this is a Christmas brew from December 2015. Now you might think, this is out of date. It's old. It's a half a year old at least, but it is 11.2% alcohol. The 2015 edition. It's 75 IBUs, so this can age a long time, okay? You can get on their website and there's a whole bunch of history about it. First brewed in Newark, New Jersey, and this is where Ballantine was started, by the Ballantine family in Newark, New Jersey. Alright, it brewed ales and some lagers, but mostly ales for years and years, decades, starting in 1840. They were bought out later on by Falstaff and then acquired by Pabst in the 1990s. They've always continuously produced Ballantine Ale, America's largest selling ale, the triple export. Bought this can in New York City. Should have bought a bottle, I did not. They come in the green bottles and these two shade of green with cream and red cans. Falstaff Brewing Company, P.O. Box, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Not Falstaff, it's Pabst. They brought back Ballantine Pale Ale, India Pale Ale, 7.2%, 70 IBUs. Fantastic India Pale Ale, in my opinion. Can go toe-to-toe with any double IPA on the market. Brought this back last year, might have been 2014. Also contract brewed in Cold Spring, Minnesota by a company there. I'm not familiar with the company. Maybe independent, maybe owned by Pabst, because they have some operations. Okay, gives you the born on date, guys. We got 6-packs of these down here in Louisiana. Not bottles, but 6-packs. So I was glad to see it over there at Elio's Wine House. I mean, after all, we don't get too many of these type of things here from Pabst, so I of course bought it. So this is sometimes available in Louisiana. This is never available in Louisiana, and this is certainly not available in Louisiana. I saw all kind of people beer trading for it. This was designated a special brew. The beer was given as a gift to prestigious friends of the brewery, including the White House. Don't know which president. We are excited to share the reincarnation of this. Pabst decided to start to really get into the heritage beers, okay, bringing back heritage beers, and I'm hoping they'll bring back Falstaff, okay. Someone told me that they do bring back Falstaff from time to time to keep the copyright going. I don't know about that. Could be true. I'm trying to keep this cap from getting too damaged. I might get another cap later when I open it, a bottle, and with a quarter, do the quarter trick on the top. Alright, so this was one that had died out and they brought it back. For a long time, until they brought it back last year, you couldn't buy it anyway. Even when it was in production, you couldn't buy it because it was made as a gift. They would make it and give it to people they liked. People that maybe employees at the brewery that were retiring or something. And each bottle would have a batch number and it would be signed by the owner of the company. Okay, so then that, after all the buyouts and everything, that practice kind of melted away. But it's one of these strong ales, an old ale, barley wine, I guess you call it. You could call it. It's got a lot of bubbles. It's it looks copper from the sun shining through it. It's yeah, even copper that way, but not much head in this. I figured it would be appropriate to put it in this Pabst chalice or schooner. Kind of a beige head, yeah. It might develop a larger head and a narrower brim glass. So I'm going to try to age one. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of these. Maybe people would be trying to say, I want one, I want one. You want to trade? I'm talking about people around here. Yeah, I'll trade. I'm not sending. That sending business is just unappealing to me, I have to say. I'll send you something and you mail it to me, and I'm like, There are so many craft beers I can get just right there at Mathern's. I could do a new one every day. I'd never run out. And just, I don't want to do it. Beer Advocate was saying very good, and there's like 89 ratings. Neither site, I think, has even 100. And then Rate Beer, though, was saying 97 out of 100 and a 100 out of 100 for the style. I have to look those up again. I'm going to write a written review. There's only one video review that I could find. That's Maria Devon, who was actually with me in the store in Utica when I bought this the other day at Wegmans over there in Utica. And she says, I didn't like it. It was too alcoholic. So she just looked at it like some ordinary junk. And it was 2 6-packs left. I'm like, I was like, couldn't talk. And it was just sitting there, you know. To me, it's like a big deal because it's rare, but maybe it's really not a big deal, and maybe it's not rare. I mean, it is now because it's out of production until they decide to bring it back again, if they bring it back. A strong aroma, a lot of, I was going to say fig, maybe some fig, some dates, some dark bread, spice bread, Christmas bread, rum cake thing, fruits of different sorts like apricot and mango or something like that, but ones that are like really overripe, like you probably throw them out. Of course, it doesn't contain any of that. They don't give the ingredients on the website, but it's water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. I don't think they use an adjunct in this. They might use flaked corn, you know, flaked maize. I don't know. Smells like Christmas. It's beginning to smell a lot like June. Interestingly, on the way when I was driving back this week, it was 43 degrees during the daytime in New York and Pennsylvania. You hear what I'm saying? 43 degrees. I was like, yeah, we get those kind of days in December. And all I had was a t-shirt and shorts. I wasn't prepared for that. Same thing as really ripe fruits. A little nougat. You sometimes get that with these strong ales. I don't know why. Yeah, alcohol, but hey, it's an alcoholic drink. So, you know, spirits, wine, beer, they're alcohol, so you taste alcohol. Not really strong though. I'm gonna have to watch Maria's review because I don't know. I don't get that. But these have been aging now. Hey, over about 6 months, right? So she was drinking it fresh. So the heat might have already gone down. I'm gonna try to age one 5 years. I've got the Monster Ale going. 4 years. I'm gonna go 1 more year. And this is right up in there with those. That's from Brooklyn Brewing. Rich flavors, the fruit, the barley malt, the bread crust, like toast, rich, almost like whole wheat toast, a little syrupy. The mouthfeel doesn't seem so heavy. I mean, it's heavy, but it's on the lower end of heavy. Little viscous, little bit, but it's noticeable, a little slick. The finish is medium dry. I'm sure the calorie count is woo, through the roof. But for these barley wine type things, you know, Bigfoot and Old Foghorn and the Old Stock Ale and all of that, I think it's right up there with them. It's really a dynamite beer. This thing on Beer Advocate with a B+, very good. B+. B+. No, more like an A+. Yeah, it's an A+. It's an outstanding product. It was over $12 for the 6-pack, but I figured this is it's now or never. I got to pull the trigger. And Maria was like, "Yeah, get it, because you know you may never see it again. Chances are I never will see it again." So, Les Bon Temps Relais, an A+ product from a very interesting company. not one of the big three. It's sort of like the big three and Pabst, and then all the rest. Pabst is not a major brewer anymore. They're a major holding company. They own a lot of beer brands and recipes and trademarks, and they said, developing little pilot breweries around the country. So, but the big time brewing operations, no, they're not going to do that anymore. But anyway, so A+, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans. Oh, I was going to say the Cyclops scale. Yeah, it's 4 out of 5 sugar cubes, I bet you. It's probably 2.5 out of 5 bitterness units, hop cones, because even though it's 75 IBU, it doesn't translate that way because it's such a high malt presence that even with 75 IBUs, you just won't interpret it. You're not gonna perceive the bitterness from the hops. I think you get that more with the Bigfoot, which is like 90 IBUs. Even that doesn't really, kind of does, but not super bitter. This doesn't. No, I don't think 9 out of 10 people, I think, trying this would not think it's bitter. They wouldn't even comment on it, and maybe 1 out of 10 might, but I don't think so. So that's it.